So, I have a question for all of you who are watching my YouTube channel, who are following me on Twitter. First of all, thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for the engagements that we have had over the last month or two. When I started posting trades on my YouTube channel, I think I had 40 subscribers, and now we're pushing 600 very quickly. And I think I've added almost 1,000 subscribers to my YouTube handle, and that's awesome. And I've really enjoyed the interaction with you guys. And so I'm coming to you guys today with a question, and your feedback is all I'm really looking for at this point. If you don't know me, my name is Scott Stewart. I'm a trader. I started trading in 1987. I know that kind of dates me, but I started while I was actually still going to college as an intern at a brokerage firm. And then I became a broker. I went into venture capital. We took companies public. I've run several different investment funds, and been financial planner, was a financial planner for 15, 20 years, helping people with their holistic or just overall financial planning needs. And I guess more importantly, with my history, is that in about 2000 or so, 2004, I guess, maybe somewhere in that range, I was able to get Robert Kiyosaki to mentor me, and that was life-changing for me. And through Robert, I've been able to work with Tony Robbins and Grant Cardone, and I mean, just you name it, Mr. Wonderful on the Shark Tank, you name it. We've worked together on different projects, or I've worked for them, I guess I should more appropriately say. But it's been a learning opportunity for me to work with a lot of amazing people. And through that process, I made a decision at one point. Well, number one, with Robert Kiyosaki, that gave me the opportunity to travel the world. I've been to so many different continents and teach tens of thousands, which has, over the decades resulted in hundreds of thousands of people, just like yourself, that I've been able to do trainings for. And so that has been really eye-opening for me, seeing, thousands upon thousands of people want to learn how to trade and make money doing that. And so I think I've sort of perfected the art of teaching people to get up and running with trading based on all of that work that I've done over the last maybe 2 decades or so of doing that. But at some point in that process, I decided that the rubber should meet the road. And by that, I mean that none of us need to, say, listen, I want to be an entrepreneur, so I'm going to go burn the ships, as Cortez would do, and just throw all of my stuff into one basket and go out and be an entrepreneur. It's wise, it's prudent to have a good career, have a well-paying job, and try to go slowly build something on the side. But at some point for me, I decided, listen, as a trader or someone who is teaching trading education, I need to be able to not only talk the talk, but walk the walk. And part of that for me was becoming a full-time trader. Now that means trading every single day. I do well over 2,000 trades a year. I do not use a dummy account. I do not use a virtual trading account. Every trade that I show you guys is in a real brokerage account with real money. And it's my money. It's the money that I had to work for to get. Nobody's funding those accounts for me to trade with. And that was just important for me. There's a lot of gurus. There's a lot of trading advisors out there that you can subscribe to their services. And, they may or may not be doing real trades, but they're not verified, and they're certainly not sort of documented on for the world to see, on a YouTube channel or social media of any kind. So I guess the point of all this is I'm a full-time trader. That's all I do, is do full-time trading right now, and do some consultative services with Robert Kiyosaki's organization. I print a couple newsletters for Paradigm Press with Robert Kiyosaki and with Jim Rickards as well. But that's what I do, is I'm a full-time trader. And so over the last couple of months, I've had a lot of you that were part of that subscriber base with Paradigm Press ask me about other types of trading strategies or different things or stuff that I do on a personal basis. And so I've started over the last month or two sharing those trades with you on my YouTube channel. And I think a lot of you have seen those. Primarily the 0 day to expiration trade. That is where the bulk of my monthly trading income potential lies is in those Monday, Wednesday, and Friday trades. And so I've gotten to the point now where there's a couple of things happening. Number one, I love the interaction with you guys. It's amazing, but I'm spending about 2 hours a day answering tweets and emails and posts or comments on my YouTube channel. And that's great. That's fine. I asked you to do that. I asked you to contact me, and I'm trying to be diligent in answering every single one of your issues and questions and concerns. But number two, there is sort of an overwhelming, and I say overwhelming, I mean, I only have 600 or so subscribers to my YouTube channel, but there's a good chunk of you guys that are asking about, hey, is there a more in-depth, in other words, you're showing us these 0 date expiration trades, but they're all in the past tense. It's after your day has come to an end. And that's great that you just made $10,000, $12,000, $4,000, or what have you. It would have been really nice if we could have participated with you in that trade, right? And there just has been a barrier, I guess, more in my mind than anything else to getting something like that set up. I'm not a marketer. I'm not here to try to sell people stuff. I'm certainly not an internet guru in terms of setting up websites and pay systems and chat rooms and live video streaming and all of that stuff. And so, I'm just a trader. That's all. I'm just a trader that just trades. That's all I do. And so this idea of setting up a program for people to participate in alongside of me, a little bit overwhelming. And I didn't really even know what the interest would be in something like that. And so this video that I'm making for you here, all I'm really looking for is your feedback and your comments on this. I don't know if this is something that makes sense to you guys or not. So I'll just kind of lay it out for you, and you guys can figure out if this is valuable or not. My idea is that I will set up a service that is basically limited to 80 people. So I think that I can keep the quality there, and I can keep the interaction there. I can allow enough interaction that I'm not spread too thin, let's put it that way, with 80 individuals trading right alongside me throughout the week. And this is basically what it would look like. We are going to do one full trade every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the 0 date to expiration strategy. So we'll have a whole entire rules list that we will follow, that I will get out to you, that will give you the step-by-step instructions on how to do these. But more importantly, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to live stream my whole entire day's trading. So everything that I do that day, basically all I'm going to do is just turn on the video feed on my computer screen and let it run from probably 7 in the morning, which is a half hour mountain time before the market opens up, until 2:15 in the afternoon, which is when the futures close for me. So basically we'll have live streaming all day long, so you can see in live time what it is that I'm doing. We'll have a live chat room that you can get inside and answer questions, get questions asked, direct anything to me that you feel is necessary to talk about in a live time manner, rather than email me questions and then I get back to you after the trade's already closed or something like that. You'll have full access to me during that time to ask any questions that you have. I'll set up a private Facebook group that we can sort of create a community as well. And because I can't stress enough how important that is, a community. If you are someone that wants to specialize in 0 day to expiration date trades, it can be a lonely life where you're just sitting there pounding out trades by yourself in front of your computer. It's really nice to connect with 20 or 30 or 40 other individuals that are doing the exact same thing that you are. And so I think that private Facebook group could be a very valuable tool for all of us as we're going forward trying to learn some things. And then and you've seen this. If you've not seen my past videos on these 0 date expiration trades, go check them out. They're in the archives here on my YouTube channel. But My typical days, I'm looking for 2 to 5 grand a day, 2 to 5 grand a day. If I can make 10 or 15 grand a week just off of those trades by themselves, you don't have to have too much other success that month to have a really good month, right? So that would be one component of the service. The other component would be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. What do we do on those particular days? On those days, I will send out to you with a private link, a video of a trade that is not a 0-day expiration date trade, but it's probably a 2 or a 3-day trade that I'm going to be doing in an equity. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm trading equities. Those trades can sometimes be as powerful as the 0-day expiration date trade, and they're not trades that need to be monitored as much as the 0-day to expiration trade. So that's my question to you guys is, how many of you would be interested in a service like that for $168? Now, first off, a couple things that I'll say. Where did the $168 come from? I'm not a guru at all this stuff, so I looked into it, and partially the expense in this for me is hiring someone else to put all of this together, put the paywall together, put the chat room together, manage all of that stuff. It's going to cost me about $1,680 a month to run this as a business. That's going to be pretty much my overhead in doing this, with all the server costs and the websites and the pay system and all that stuff. So I need 10 subscribers, basically. That's where that crazy number 168 comes from. I need 10 subscribers to express an interest in this before I launch it, because I don't want to do it out of my pocket. It's not something that I need to get rich off of. I'm going to move this, who knows, because he's bugging me. It's not something that I need to get rich off of, but it is something that I want to make sure that it pays for itself, right? So it's something that I would look to launch. If I could get 10 people to say yes, I would be in on that. And then the other thing is that once we get those first 10 people, we'll do a 1-month beta test. We'll go through this for 1 month. And this is basically a discount for you guys. Those first 10 people, I'm going to do it for a month. We're going to get your feedback. We're going to work out any kinks that are in that program. And then after that, going forward, the program is going to be $250 a month for anybody else that subscribes. So if you're part of the first 10 people, I'll grandfather you in forever at that 168. The terms of the program would be very onerous. You're going to have to sign a 3-year contract. No, terms of the program is it's month to month. You're not interested anymore, just let me know and we'll stop charging you. That's it. There's no contracts, there's no commitments. There's just a come try it out and see what you get and see if you like it. Okay. So that's sort of the gist of it, guys. One thing that I will say on it again, and I want to try to over deliver and under promise. There will be times, there will be weeks where we do not have a day, a Monday, a Wednesday, or a Friday 0-day expiration trade. So don't expect that 3 times a week, 12 times a month, we're going to get these 0-day expiration trading windows. Sometimes the market just doesn't cooperate. Sometimes the market is just so skiwampus or crazy that it's better for us to sit that day out. Guys, sometimes the best trade in the world is no trade, right? And so sometimes it's just not conducive to doing those types of trades. The other thing that I'll let you know is I do have a life. One of the reasons that I wanted to become a full-time trader was because I didn't want to be stuck in a day job, and I want to be out riding my dirt bike and mountain biking and camping and doing things. And so there are weeks where I'm on the road racing a dirt bike race from Wednesday to Sunday. I mean, I'm on the road, I'm out in the middle of fields. Sometimes there's internet, sometimes there's not, but I certainly would not have the ability those days to just sit on my computer all day long. So during those days, I'll let you know, hey, I'm not going to be available to sit in front of my computer and trade all day today, but I will get you a trade for those days. It will be an equity trade, and it will be something that we don't need to manage so closely, that you can just kind of check in every hour or so, which is what I'll be able to do in those situations. So I just want to preface that, but I think that I can and will make a guarantee. I got to check on the legalities of all this stuff and everything, but I think I can stipulate that if you are trading with enough capital, and that's the key, I got to figure out what that number is. You know, you can't come into this with $100 to start trading, but if you come in with enough capital, I can pretty much guarantee you that we're going to give you opportunities to make more than your $168 back every month. I think that this is a tremendous value, but I don't know. You guys tell me. So if you would please do me a favor, and in the comments section, just put your comments, put your feelings, put your opinions down, if you will. I'll read them and respond to each one of them. But more importantly, if you want to be a part of that first group of 10, let me know, and I will put you, I'll start a list right now. I'll get the first 10 names on there. Once we get the first 10 names, we're off to the races. Okay, so guys, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the interactions that we have had. Let me know what your feelings are on this, and if everybody says, nah, I'm not interested, that's fine too. But I'm going to build something that you guys find value in. So let me know. We'll talk to you soon.